All right, all right. It looks like we are live. I promise you guys I was on time until my documents messed up. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Welcome back to the channel Bree Hive. If you don't know who I am Boss Attorney Bree. Here on this channel, we cover celebrity lawsuits, copyright lawsuits, trademark lawsuits, and today we're going to be covering an influencer lawsuit. Are they considered celebrities at this point? Are influencers considered celebrities? Are we not quite there yet? Are they like E-list, F-list celebrities? I don't know. But we're going to check into it. We're covering Brittany Dawn and her upcoming trial that was supposed to be on Monday, but basically got pushed back. Probably they'll do it sometime next week. We'll get into what that case is. We briefly talked about it the other day. For those of you who do not remember, Brittany Dawn was a fitness influencer turned Christian influencer turned mommy vlogger turned now being sued by the state of Texas for her unfair business practices. Like I said earlier, I was on time. I promise you guys I was on time. You know, I am a very much so on time person, but on YouTube, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work for me. So I had the documents pulled up for myself. And then when I pulled it out of my Dropbox, the whole first page is missing. So now I'm searching for the case again to see if I can actually see the first page so that we can actually properly go through the case. So I wanted to get the stream started, but I will be actually looking for the case so that we can, like I said, see if we can get the actual first page of the lawsuit. And I think I remember where it was. I'm like all the way on the court's website at this point, trying to remember where I found the lawsuit at. So just give me one moment. Welcome in. Go ahead and drop in the chat how you're doing today. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the day. I have me a little drinky drink. And I'm already starting to feel it, which is crazy because I've only taken 2 sips. So I don't know. It's just tequila. I don't know why it's already given me quite a buzz, and maybe I'm just anxious because I can't find the case now. So we might have to go forward without the first page of Brittany Davis. Let's see. Maybe I should have waited till I found it, but I wanted to. I don't think it's that one. You know what? I think it's under Brittany Davis Fitness. So let me try to search that because I am not seeing it. Let's see if it gives me Brittany Davis Fitness. Maybe I should have waited to start this thing until I found it, but that's okay. We're going to find it and we are going to get started. Go ahead and, like I said, drop in the chat. It is not giving it to me. Not giving it to me, so we might have to cover it without the first page here unless I can find it. But right now it's looking like it is not, the system is not being my friend here. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna share the screen so at least you guys can see what I'm doing and I'm not just messing around here. Let's see what we got going on. We're just trying to find all these Brittany Davises. I hope it's not all her. I really do hope it's not all her. So let me actually look to the side because I think it shows her name as Brittany Davis Fitness or something like that. But and it's from 2022. Let's see, where is it? Brittany Davis. All of these say Brittany Davis. Let's see. I thought it was on the first or second page, but like I said, we might have to just go without the first page. And of course, I didn't write down the number because I was like, oh, the number is going to be on the case, so we'll be okay. And now it is nowhere to be. Oh, here we go. 4th page, the charm. Here we go. Okay, we are going to be able to see the complaint. Let's see if this one actually shows us the first page this time. Yes, it does show us the first page. I don't know why Dropbox saved it without the first page. So I did my research prior, guys. So I don't know why it was just against me today. So we'll just leave it like that. All right. Now, welcome back to the live stream. That was a rough start, but that's all right. We're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and check the chat because I'm probably behind a little bit. And then I'll do another brief intro on the case so that we can get started. All right, we have Tanya D. Welcome back to the live stream. Another member and moderator of the channel saying I'm out of the loop. I don't know anything about this case, LOL. Well, you're going to find out today. We're going to find out today, and we're going to see what this girl is thinking. Like I said, she's a fitness influencer. Nissa Howard says, hi, peeps. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Deacon Fatal saying hi to Nissa. And Deacon Fatal also said, big same. Don't know what's going on with this case. We're going to get into the brief intro. Just give me a moment to say hi to everyone. Allo says, Brittany Dawn is accused of scamming ED victims by providing customized meal and fitness plans. I didn't know they were all geared towards the ED victims. And guys, I am actually live reacting to the petition. I know a little bit about the story, but I have not read the petition yet. And we're going to go through the full petition so that we can actually see what the state is suing her for, what initial facts they had starting off. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on with the delay in discovery. I don't have those particular documents pulled up and ready to go, but we can try to find them while we're here on the live stream because we got nothing but time. All right. And my camera is so high right now. Let me bring it down. Let's see. Nope, that's the top of my computer. Okay, that will work for now. I was just like getting cut off by the chat. So we're having a lot of technical difficulties today. Allo says the major complaint is she sold customizable plans that were cookie cutter and automated. Yep. Allo, you want to get up here and tell the story? You got it all down. You got it all down. We got Deacon Fatal saying hi to Allo. Thank you so much because I wasn't following the case at all. Allo says she's on my radar. She went from fitness influencer to Christian influencer after she got caught, and now she sells religious retreats. She said, I couldn't get you fit, but I can get you right with God. She needs to call up that pastor that doesn't want to finish his church. They can work together, right? Let's see. Deacon Fatal says, how was everyone's day? Yes, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Deacon Fatal says, so like some MLM mess? Yeah, kind of like what we've been covering since Tuesday, I guess. This Howard says, good, a lot of cancellations. Cancellations for like work, so you didn't have to do much work. What happened? What were the cancellations for? Cynthia CM, welcome to the live stream saying, hi, glad Bree is reviewing this. I don't know what she did now, but years ago, she was a scam drama. I thought she moved on, but apparently she's still in trouble. Laughing my A off. So I did not really know about her probably until about last year when some other commentary channels covered it, and I just thought it was an interesting story. But right now she is in trouble for her fitness plans. I don't know if she had other scams before that, and if you do know of other scams before the fitness, please enlighten us in the chat, and thank you so much for joining the live stream. Mr. Howard says, got naps in. Ooh, that sounds fun. I wish I could take a nap. I really do. My brain runs wild, though. Deacon Fatal says to Nissa, I'm always for naps. Sorry about the cancellations. Allo says, more like Christian grifter than MLM. Her focus is young women. And I feel like that's the demographic people always go after. They go after either young women or they go after like stay-at-home moms. MLMs are good for going after stay-at-home moms. And this particular lady also went after people with eating disorders and people with weight issues, or even if they didn't have an eating disorder, maybe they wanted to lose some weight, and she went after them because they're like, okay, we gotta get slim quick. I'm gonna look like Brittany Dawn, which Brittany Dawn, her body was looking like she did a nice fitness plan, so other people of course would want the same body, right? So it's horrible when they go after people and their insecurities. Unlike us here on this channel, we just talk about people. We just talk about people and hang out. All right, Deacon Fatal says, yay. Cynthia M waving hello. Allo says, naps are the best. I agree. I wish I could do it. And this is Howard says, Deacon, it's okay. I'm used to it. The cancellations I think we're talking about. Hello, Swanky. Welcome back into the live stream. Another member or moderator of the channel, but you lost your membership. You got to get back on because Saturday, we're doing a members live stream. So I'm hoping that we have everybody there coming to chat with us live. Let's see, everyone saying hi. Hello Swanky. Hello. Oh, I'm behind in the chat. So behind. Hello Swanky says not celebs. Nope. So we're not counting them as celebs yet. I think a lot of them feel like they are celebrities. I feel like some of the law tubers are celebrities. They're celebrities to me. I don't know. But I think influencers could be like D-list, F-list. I don't know the rankings, but I feel like they can be. And I am trying to get through my chat, but I see Deacon Fatal is dropping the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Deacon Fatal, trying to make sure everybody comes to the live stream on Saturday. Let me see. Let me go back up. Deacon Fatal, it doesn't allow me to pull it up on the live stream, but I'll put up one of your chats. Deacon Fatal has gifted 5 Boss Attorney memberships. Starting off, our rich friend here, she got one for Samwai Ganja, Sue Herman, Lola Waterton, Shamika J, and Muir Fion. So welcome to the membership. Some of you guys, welcome back to the membership. They say thanks to Deacon Fatal. We got some new members in here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And then Deacon Fatal also gifted 10 more memberships. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel and getting us some more members. That's hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to come and chat with us on Saturday live. And I don't mean chat in the chat. I mean, get on the screen and chat with us about some of these cases now. I don't know what the heck we're going to cover, so ideas are always welcome. But I look forward to chatting and getting to know everyone live and out of the chat. The 10 additional memberships went to Nissa Howard, Aloe, Deanna B, or Diana. I don't know if I'm going to say that right. I'm going to go with Diana. B, Cynthia CM, Ann Ward, Kalisha Casey, Angela M, We're Debbie M, Biobiographer, Whatchamacallit, Thingamajigger, Doohickey Mabob, and Aloe was gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Deacon Fatal, again for gifting those memberships. I always appreciate the support on the channel, and you are always here to support, and we're going to miss you when you go to school, but hopefully you still come and hang out with us from time to time, if not every time. Okay, we don't stream that long. You know, some streamers, they go 5, 6, 7 hours. We just be here for like 2 hours. Maybe not today, because I'm already behind in the chat. Let's see. Oh no, it said my session's gonna expire because I'm over here talking too much. Hello, Swanky says it's just tequila. It is just tequila. Is that bad? It's like with apple. No, this is not full of tequila. There's apple cider in here. Okay, so it's like tequila and apple cider. So it shouldn't have me lit that quick, right? Everyone's saying it's just tequila. Is tequila bad like that? We're saying that's rich. One blessed Nana says, I'm having a fantastic day. My husband and I celebrated 21 years of marriage today. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. That is awesome. I hope you guys did something fun. I hope you're not just watching me. I hope you guys went to go do something fun. But if you're just watching me, that's cool too. That's cool too. Love it. Happy to have you here. Aloe says, Brittany Dawn. Yes, we are talking about Brittany Dawn. Deanna B says, hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome into the chat. Aloe says, yes, she had a tab on her IG about it. Yes. Deacon Fatal says, well, made an appointment for my kitten cat. Oh, I didn't know you had a cat. Well, how would I know you have a cat? But hope it's a good appointment, not a bad appointment. One blessed Nana says, me and tequila just don't go together. It always knocks me on my rear, literally. I guess that's what it's about to do to me today. Samwai Ganja says, hello, lovely people. Hello. Welcome in. I am behind in the chat, so I'm probably going to skip some of these so I can catch up. Thank you guys so much. I love when you guys participate in the chat because it definitely helps the channel out, get some little interaction going, and hopefully find more friends because we are on the road to 50K subscribers this year. I hope so. I think we're on the way. Hello Swanky became a member. Thank you for joining the membership, and I hope that you will be live on Saturday, which I think you already committed on Tuesday, so I am going to hold you to that. Ann Ward says, hey, thank you, Deacon Fatal. Much appreciated. Yes, of course. Thank you, everybody. Oh, let's see. Oh, Carrie Todd became a member as well, saying thank you to Deacon Fatal. I'm like, is she gifting more? Okay, guys. So let's get our brief recap. Thank you again for the new members. We got 16 new members this live stream. So welcome everyone in. Welcome back to all the members, OG members of the channel. I know Deacon Fatal is one. I know Tanya D is one. And welcome to all the subscribers of the channel. And for those people that are not subscribers, but maybe just lurking, welcome to you as well. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we are on the road to 50,000 subscribers in 2023. And we're hoping to get there. I'm doing my part. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I changed up my thumbnail a little bit. I'm trying to put a little bit more pizzazz to get a little more click-through rate. I'm trying to YouTube. Don't know if I'm going to do a good job at it, but I'm going to try some new things to try to get some videos out there, right? So we can have more friends. But today, this was highly requested in the chat on Tuesday. Brittany Dawn, a fitness influencer turned Christian influencer turned mommy blogger, was supposed to go to trial Monday, March 6th, but the trial got pushed back because she was basically like the last one on the docket. And what she's being sued for is her involvement with, are we going to say alleged, or are we going to say she just did it at this point? But she is being accused of basically scamming her consumers and not providing them with the proper fitness plans. The way that she marketed her fitness plans were that they were going to be unique to everyone. She was going to deal with like your macros specifically, give you an individualized nutrition plan, although she's not a nutritionist, and also give you an individualized workout plan. But people were finding like that their friend was buying one program, thinking that it was just for them. And then when they signed up, they got the same program and they're of different body types. I think I saw something where it was someone that was 140 pounds heavier, had the same meal plan as someone that was 140 pounds lighter. And it just doesn't add up. And many of the meal plans only included about 800 calories for people to eat. And that's not enough to eat for a lot of people. And I know for me personally, I think at my weight, at my goal weight, which is like 140, I'm supposed to at least be eating 1,800, more than that, 1,800 calories or something like that. And so to go down to 800 calories is a lot. And I know I have been losing a little bit of weight, but I have been fasting and have probably only really been eating around 800 calories. But if I want to eat some more, I'm going to eat some more. So I don't know if I could stick to a 800 calorie diet. I like to eat. All right, we have Danielle, another member of the channel, saying, hey, everyone, I'm late catching up. Bree, half cup of tequila. This is going to be fun reviewing this. Brittany pairing with the church from the other night. I am telling you, it's not a half a, okay. And I put the fancy ice in it. Can you see it's like a big circle ice? I put the fancy ice in it. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it's like this much tequila, like that much. It's not that bad. I promise y'all it's not that bad. Not that bad. All right, let's see. Deacon Fatal says, so whatever will work to get her money. At this point, yes, she's switched up. She became a mommy vlogger. But if you guys know, please correct me. But I don't think she has biological kids. I think she was just fostering kids and like posting the baby and basically putting the baby story out there when you're not supposed to do that. She blurred the baby's face, but you're supposed to do that as a foster parent. Aloe says the foster mom arc, in my opinion, is a plea to sympathy. Yeah, and actually, when I typed in her name today, a lot of her vlogs still popped up, and she actually made a vlog about the fact that she had trial coming up. But yes, her fostering is part of her now content. So she's a Christian, and she's a foster mom, and she's hosting Christian retreats. Like, is she qualified to host a Christian retreat? I don't know. Hello Slinky says to Deacon Fatal, bruh, ADHD tax is so real. I never use auto renew because I would absolutely forget about unused subscription. So I force myself to renew manually subscriptions whenever I can. That makes sense because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of stuff on my credit card that I don't even know why the heck I'm paying for it. But yeah, auto subscriptions. They're hard, but they're useful sometimes. They're useful. Heat Sand says, pray for her. Well, actually, for the auto renew, what I do, I put my bills, like my lights and my gas and stuff on there because that has to be paid. So I guess whatever it is, I gotta pay it. So that one is on auto renew, but I don't do any of like the Netflix and stuff. Alpha does all that for me. Lamar 84 says, I mean, she did the apology on GMA, so some other news show like that. So if she admitted to it, yeah. Well, she's not participating in Discovery, so that's an interesting part of it. Emily Siloa says, also her husband shot their dog after he was hit by a car. Yes, I saw that in their neighborhood, and she couldn't be bothered about it. I thought that she had did a video where she kind of put on a show like, oh, I'm so sad the dog was hit by a car and we had no other choice but to shoot him. I was like, not take him to the vet? Not you just gonna execute him right then and there, right? Okay. No other choice. Didn't even try to take him to the vet. Danielle says, hey, the Vegan, reigning memberships again. Yes, reigning memberships. Deacon Fatal says, wait, what? Emily Saloa and hello. Yes, they had their dog shot and killed, or her husband shot the dog dead because he got hit by a car and was hurt. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Alo says, I live like an hour from the courthouse, tempted to go, but glad I didn't. Yeah, because it got extended. So I would have been mad like if I prepared to go there and then they extended it because I don't have time to be taken off like that. I wish I did. I hope I get to that point, but at this point, I don't have that time. Deacon Fatal says, okay, now I'm Boss Attorney Bree. When you have the shaped eyes. I think Alpha got this for like a Christmas present from one of my family members, and I'm always using them. Alo says she's a weird, illegal, temporary foster mom. Right? Right. Lamar 84 says no kids and she hasn't fostered yet. I thought she did foster. Because there was a baby that she was posting about. That was, I thought, a foster kid. Maybe it was like a temporary placement or something. No, that would be fostering, right? I don't know. Marianne Williams says, hey, all. Bree Hive, stupid YouTube just got the notification. That's okay. We are happy to have you here in the live stream. We are just talking about Brittany Dawn and the scam that we're going to get into. Deacon Fatal says, oh, that is her grift. Foster parents get money. Yes, they do get paid very well. So you want the best people to be doing it, but sometimes the best people do not do it. And again, I am getting back up in the chat. So thank you everyone for participating in the chat. I can't even keep up. I got to get into the actual document. Shara Chalk says, oh my, I never heard about this. So you're bringing news to me. Well, I hope you enjoy. So let's go ahead and check it out. Hopefully the little court system doesn't kick me out again. Well, let me actually open up the documents I know I'm going to look at. And then if it kicks me out, we could just come back and get some more documents here. Let's see. What's the other one that I want? I want the answer. Even though it doesn't say much, I just want to show it to you guys. All right, so let's get into the petition. What is the state of Texas alleging against Miss Brittany Dawn? This is the state of Texas versus Brittany Dawn Davis and Brittany Dawn Fitness. Remember, she was originally a fitness influencer. We are in the District Court of Dallas County, Texas, 95th Judicial District. What is interesting about this court is that they live stream a lot of stuff. I don't know if they'll actually live stream the actual trial. I think someone in chat on Tuesday said they won't be live streaming the trial, but they definitely was live streaming the docket. I think yesterday is when I was watching it. So I'm wondering if we could potentially take a peek at it. But maybe they don't do it for the trial because they need to be there in person. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get back into it. The state of Texas is suing Brittany Dawn, the plaintiff's original petition. So this is going to be their original allegations that are allegations only and have not been proven to be fact. So we got to take it as favorable to the plaintiffs as possible. But I mean, after watching a lot of the videos and seeing what she actually did, they're probably close to facts, but they still need to prove it at trial. All right. So plaintiff, the state of Texas, acting by and through the Attorney General Ken Paxton, complains defendant Brittany Dawn Davis and Brittany Dawn Fitness violated the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Consumers Protection Act, Texas Business and Commerce Code 17.41, and 4 causes of action would respect. Where did it go? And 4 causes of action would respectfully show the court the following. Let's see. Discovery. The discovery in this case should be conducted under level 2 pursuant the Texas rules. This case is not subject to the restrictions of expedited discovery under Rule 169 of the TCRP or the TRCP. In addition, a non-monetary injunctive relief, the state seeks monetary relief, including civil penalties, attorney's fees, and costs in over $250,000, but not more than $1 million. So they are asking for at minimum $250,000, but it is not to exceed $1 million. They're also asking for attorney's fees. You're going to pay the court's salary, is what they're saying right now. And so basically what happened, let me go back. She did the fitness plans, right? How these cases are brought is that the consumers, her clients, her customers, they complain to the state that they are being scammed. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of this than we have been seeing before, because although influencing and charging people $40,000 for a retreat, like some of these gurus do, have been a thing, I think more people are getting a little messier with it and not providing actual physical products that they are saying, or maybe digital, but actual products that you can trace to prove that you have a case. When we're talking about, I want to say Grant Cardone, but I don't know. I think he does these type of retreat thingies where they're charging like $40,000 to be a part of their membership and things like that. Those ones are a little bit harder to prove, because it's like, oh, you're going to teach me how to run a business, but you can't really guarantee me that my business is going to be successful. For her, she actually guaranteed that she was going to give everyone individualized workout plans, and she did not deliver that. That's similar to Dana Chanel in providing the tax services and didn't actually do so. So I think it's going to be happening a lot more against the influencer, the smaller influencers that seem to be trying to make a quick buck. They're going to give us a little description about the defendant, who is Brittany Dawn. Defendant Brittany Dawn Davis is an individual and Texas resident. Davis has at all relevant times done business throughout the United States and in Texas through Defendant Brittany Dawn Fitness, LLC, an entity she personally controls. Basically, they want to pierce that corporate veil. Defendant Brittany Dawn Davis is the managing member of the corporation, Brittany Dawn Fitness, LLC. She can be served with process as her last known resident. Oh, y'all not putting her whole address out there. Let me go ahead and get off of here. Somebody's still gonna go back and get it. Defendant Dawn Fitness, LLC is a Texas limited liability company that has at all relevant times done business throughout the United States and in Texas, and this proceeding arises out of such business done in the state. Defendant Brittany Dawn Fitness, LLC can be served with process at another address that she drops, that I don't know if that is a business or her own personal. We're going to skip over jurisdiction and venue. She lives in Texas. She provided some of the services in Texas. Let's take a look at the public interest. Plaintiff, the state of Texas, has reason to believe that defendants have engaged in unlawful acts or practices set forth below that defendant have caused adverse effects to the lawful conduct of the trade commerce in the state. The Consumer Protection Division of the Office of the Attorney General therefore believes it is in the opinion these proceedings are in the public's interest. They go through trade and commerce, acts of agents. Let's get into the factual allegations. I'm going to check out some of the chats because I'm way behind. Let's see where we're at. Okay, Connie Cat, another member of the channel, saying, is the new fiance / husband the one she insinuated was a doctor because he was in surgery, but he was a medical sales rep? I have no idea about that. Emily Saloa says, it's also a part of fostering where you aren't allowed to post photos and videos of them publicly. Yes, I think that is a rule, but I think where she's at, as long as they blur the face, then it's okay, but I don't know for sure. Deacon Fatal said, okay, let's go. Yes, we are going into it. Deacon Fatal says, wait, you know how much you have to mess up have this in Texas? Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm a hold my tongue on that comment. Aloe says, I'm honestly surprised she hasn't settled. They have her dead to rights, and her defense is weak AF. And she's not even providing. She's like, I can't give you my transaction because I got kicked off of PayPal because I was probably scamming people. Like, it's so bad. It is so bad. Aloe says Grant Cardone is Scientology grifter. Love the similarity. Yeah, Grant Cardone is an interesting one. I try not to keep up with him. Deacon Beto says, okay, here is something that has always rubbed me the wrong way. Calling yourself a guru, that is like calling yourself a bishop. Yeah, he is back in the news. He always has to be back in the news. You got to stay relevant, right? Okay, I gotta take my sip of my half cup of tequila, as y'all are saying. Deacon Fatal says, I didn't sis that one. You can edit it out in post. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. Deacon Fatal says PayPal can find that information. Right. They could have subpoenaed it. They could have requested it. Why was she kicked off of PayPal? Those are questions that need answers. They mentioned that she is the sole owner of her LLC, probably because they are going to pierce that corporate veil, meaning that she can't argue, oh, well, I didn't do it because I have an LLC, and that therefore limits my liability. This goes back to Tasha K with her LLC and talking mess about Cardi B. Both her and her LLC were sued, and they were held joint and severably liable. So if she doesn't have them, or if her LLC doesn't have the money, then she has to pay personally. So Brittany Dawn, whatever house she have, car, all of that stuff, they're coming after it. They're going to pierce the corporate veil, both you and the LLC, even though you probably shut down Brittany Dawn Fitness because now you're Brittany Dawn Christianity. I don't know what her new company is called, but yeah, you might not have any money in that company, but they can still come after you personally, which selling fitness plans and actually being the face of your business makes it more likely for them to pierce the corporate veil and say that you were holding it out as a facade, which she probably was. Beginning in 2014, Defendant profited from the sale of online fitness packages to thousands of consumers with the promise of personalized nutrition guidance and individualized fitness coaching. Again, they're supposed to have their own specific program. Specifically, Defendant's online fitness packages offered macronutritional assessment and, depending on the plan purchased, daily or weekly email training and one-on-one coaching. Defendant's online nutrition and fitness packages range from $92 for a one-time macro consultation. That is more than I charge for consultations for your whole trade. Oh my gosh, that's more than I charge as a lawyer. And she's not even a licensed nutritionist, or she doesn't even have whatever you need to be a nutritionist in Texas. And she's charging more than I charge as a lawyer for a consultation. That is ridiculous. Or to $300 for 3 months of personalized macros, trainings, and coaching. However, the online nutrition and fitness plans delivered to consumers were not individualized. Defendant also failed to provide the promised coaching and check-ins. Defendants largely ignored consumer complaints, or if they did respond, offered only partial refunds. In 2019, consumers' complaints on social media garnered media attention, prompting Defendant Davis to make a video apology posted on YouTube. Defendants promptly took the website down. So instead of fixing the issue, she decided just to be like, okay, we're no longer doing the fitness plan. Let me just take the website down. I don't know, Miss Brittany Dawn. Let's see what else it has to say. Influencer Brittany Dawn, bdawnfit.com, and the fitness plans. They're going to give us a little more information on that. Let me see if I can find some questions in the chat real quick, and then we'll get back on it. This is Howard says, scammers make me mad. That's why we're covering it to see what goes through these people's minds. Danielle says, yes, he sold medical supplies to surgeons after he lost his police officer job because the ACLU sued him for beating up a black man. Oh yeah, there's that too. So he is also allegedly racist against black people, or he beat up a black man. He's racist against black people, and then they also fostered a black baby, which just doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think it sits right with a lot of people. And it doesn't sit right that they're able to foster and he has assault charges. Doesn't make sense to me. Connie Cat says the point being BD likes to manufacture a lot of fake lifestyle details. I don't know what the BD is standing for. Aloe says Fundy Fridays just did an update video. Great summary from the drama POV. Yeah, I will check that out. I definitely didn't consolidate things. I'm just reacting to the petition. So if you guys need a summary, check out Fundy Fridays. Deacon Fatal says, how long till her leased car gets towed is all I want to know. They got to go through the trial first, but it doesn't seem very promising. Like her case just does not seem very promising. So let's check out more. Like it just started and I already feel like she's guilty. Defendant Brittany Dawn Davis is an internet influencer and the CEO and face of Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC. Influencers are individuals with large followings on social media. I love how they explain an influencer. The internet influencer's following is typically in a distinct niche, such as lifestyle, fashion, beauty, or physical fitness. Defendants Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC and Miss Davis sold personalized nutrition and fitness plans to consumers via the website. Miss Davis posted photographs of herself in fitness clothing and posted exercise tip information about nutrition, such as healthy Starbucks hacks and body positive and spiritual quotes on her Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, Twitter, Pinterest page, and blog. My Girl Was Active, which were all linked back to the bdonfit.com website. For sales, the website offered personalized online fitness plans that contained a nutrition component based upon personalized macronutrients and exercise component and one-on-one coaching. Depending on the length and type of plan, consumers paid anywhere from $92 up to $300. The offered plans included the 30-day individualized macros and training and the 90-day individualized macros and training with no proper nutrition background. The website also offered a macro consult, which included one recalculation of the consumer's personalized macronutrients after the initial assessment. Defendant also offered specialized bridal and bikini competition fitness plans that included daily text/email check-ins, a self-guided training plan for $45, a fraction of the cost of the fitness plan with individualized macros and trainings, and ebooks on nutrition were also offered. Regardless of which nutrition or fitness plan was purchased, an essential component of almost every sale on the website was the individualized coaching offered by Defendant Davis. The website identified Ms. Davis as the individual providing the coaching and support. She was described as your coach, your confident, your biggest supporter and friend, there to push you, mold you, and help you find that person that you've always wanted to become. Okay, that's some good language on her website, but she just did not deliver on it. Guys, if you have not already, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I am going to jump into the chat and see what everyone is talking about. Just a little autistic queer says, Fundy Fridays is so good. I have not seen it yet, but I'll check it out. Hello Swanky says, to Deacon Fatal, nah, guru just means teacher in a couple of Indo-Aryan languages. My religion uses guru as well. In fact, our religious text is called Guru Granth Sahib. I don't know if I said that right, but I hope I did. All right. Deacon Fatal saying, thank you for the correction. Cynthia CM says $300. Yes, $300 for Miss Brittany Dawn's workout plan, but it's 3 months worth of coaching. So that doesn't sound too bad. The problem is she just never coached you. She just never did the coaching part. So you basically paid for just a little document that everyone else got. Like literally, yeah, because you can automate all that stuff and she's giving everybody the same plan. Like, yeah, she's definitely scamming people. Connie Cass says, bikini contest, text motivation, rolling on the floor, laughing. Right. It's like, we got a bikini contest coming up. Get up, get off your butt. Hella Swanky says to become an official member and drops the link, guys. That is right. This weekend on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are going to be doing a members live stream. And I don't mean like members only and subscribers can't come, but I mean that members get to jump on the live stream and stream with me on a topic that I don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. But just come and chat and have a cool little Saturday, get to know everyone out of the chat and onto the screen. So I am hoping that our several members join in with us on Saturday. Deacon Fatal says, okay, that word specifically mold you. Yeah, she's trying to mold you into who you want to be. Mom says, as a fat chick, I like how you put that. I like to give this woman a big wet raspberry. I don't know what that means. Danielle says, this is interesting. Deep fraud, I guess. LOL. It's illuminating the original complaint and charges. And Bree said she didn't comply with discovery. Like, who does she think she is? I think she thinks she's going to win if she doesn't give the information. Basically say like, oh, no, I didn't charge $300. I actually only charged $100 or something like that. I don't even know like what her position is because they're literally asking for the transaction. Who were the clients? Like they want that information and she will not give it to them, which could potentially help her case because if someone's making complaints against her and they never brought the program, then that could potentially show that, okay, maybe we don't have a case. But I'm leaning more towards the fact that they probably did buy the program. She probably did not deliver, and that's why they have a case. She's not making a good case for herself. Cynthia CM says she grifted away. At this point, just drifting away. Ella Swanky says, haha, nah, you definitely did not say guru. Oh, sorry. I am sorry. We're just gonna skip over it. All right. But I don't expect anyone unfamiliar with the language to get that right. It doesn't sound like it looks. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm sorry, I tried. This is said, I wish I work on Saturdays. Oh, well, hopefully next time. I try to do it on a day where most people are available. Just a little autistic queer says all those personalized things are time consuming and a lot of work for one person. And so if she did it, it will probably be worth $300. But the issue is that she didn't do it, right? Like it is a lot of work for one person to be doing. Or even if she had a team that, let's say you submit a quiz and her team actually drew out the plans, but she did all the coaching, that would be a lot more doable. It would still be personalized. So, and it's under a business, it's under a LLC. So it's possible, but she did it as a money grab. I think she made like $5 million or something over the course of like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy. Like, how do people, I feel like the scammiest people always get the most supporters. And then there's me here struggling on, not struggling. We have a good community, but it's hard to blow up your channel when you're not, scamming people. But when people are scamming people, somehow they just blow up so quickly. But I don't want that kind of recognition. So I'm okay with hanging out with the Bree Hive. Okay. We have a good time over here and we are not getting sued by the state. Diggy Fiddle says it doesn't work like that. Said laughing. Let's see. And where it says, oh, that's dope. Ari says, I got distracted crocheting. Hi, Bree Hive. I want to learn how to crochet. I've always wanted to learn how to crochet. That sounds so fun. Hello says the audacity. Right. The audacity. Hello, Swiggy says, no apology necessary. No, I know. I say sorry too much. That's one of my downfalls. I don't know if that's a downfall, but it's not the best character. I got to stand in my, what I do. Connie Cat says, how funny would it be to have Brittany go full soft sit defense against discovery grounds for surrendering my emails? But this is a civil case. I don't know how, I guess the law still don't apply to you in a civil case, but she probably would. Ground surrendering my emails. Deacon Fiddle says, okay, with her husband herself, they couldn't hire staff. Her husband couldn't help her while he was laid off from beating people up. Like, come on now. You're not selling that many medical supplies, are you? Danielle says, OMG, that's wild. The baby isn't going to beat us up. Hey. I heard that Brittany Dawn actually threatens to sue people. So we might get, in trouble for covering this. But we're just covering the document. We're just doing opinions and reading the actual documents and speculating together. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so she is going to mold you. The website instructed consumers purchasing a fitness plan to fill out the following survey so that we can personalize your macros to your goal and needs. Exactly. Like if you personalized it, you could have a team personalizing it for you. You do a quiz, you say, okay, this tends to work for people with this and that, and you can literally develop a system, but it doesn't sound like she did that. And Ms. Davis' first email to a purchasing consumer after the survey was completed stated, don't forget that this is just your starting point. I will be making adjustments as needed through the next 4 or 12 weeks with me. She didn't even draft separate emails depending on what program they bought. The rain is crazy. The rain is, oh, we didn't talk about weather today. It's raining here in California where I am. And it's ridiculous. It sounded like somebody was like crashing or something. Let's see. According to Ms. Davis, the macronutrients for each consumers were customized at the very beginning of the plan based on several factors, including a consumer's weight, height, goals, and activity level. And she adjusted the macronutrients throughout the plan as she determined necessary. For a woman with no nutritional background, other than probably what she learned herself. Matone, I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Matonomy 1979 says, can you explain why they are going after her and not people like Jim Baker, Kenneth Copeland, and Creflo Dollar? They are worse. Why? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I don't know who those particular people are. But I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream. The way that the states bring these cases, people have to actually complain to the attorney general. You can make a complaint, send it in, and once they get enough of those, then they will file an action against the person. And of course, they want to have a good amount of evidence too, like how they're telling us the email said this because the people complaining probably sent them that evidence. They did a quiz probably because they were able to take the quiz on the website and learn what kind of information came back to them, what kind of coaching plan came back to them. So if these people are scammers, because I don't know who they are just off of those names, if they're scammers, then their consumers need to actually report them in order for the state to bring it, but they also have to analyze, like, is it worth bringing it as well? So it could potentially be because people aren't reporting them or that the state just doesn't want to move forward with a lawsuit. And it will depend on what state you're in. But thank you so much for the super chat. Definitely appreciate the support on the channel. Aloe says she doesn't make enough to pay off officials. I mean, that speculation, that might be another reason. Mom says so many offensive comments in my head. I'm rising above reluctantly. Well, I'm glad we're holding it together because she clearly was not able to hold it together. Aloe says she grabbed and go grifter, not a long haul grifter. Well, yeah, because she's already shifted her focus multiple times and she uses multiple platforms. So it's easy for her to like reinvent herself. And I actually clicked on one of her vlogs today because she said, oh, trial is next week. And I wanted to know if she would actually like tell us what happened or when the trial is actually going to be. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was bored. But she has a lot of commenters like in her comment section that really still support her, even after all of this. So she's probably always going to be able to reinvent herself no matter what she does because she knows how to work an algorithm. She knows how to grow a following and she knows how to get in touch with the right people, the people that need her help or that think they need her help, right? All right, let's see. I'm trying to get some of the chats because I'm so behind. Cynthia CM says, what is a little bothering is that the idea she had or her team about the fitness plan sounds really good, but we know how it ended. Yes, I completely agree with you. It could have been a good business. The thing is, she would not have taken home as much profit because she probably would have had to pay more people. She probably would not have been able to coach everyone. All of the things she could have easily made like an online course where if you have a certain type of body type or like you fall into a certain category, you follow a specific plan. If you fall into a different category, you follow a specific plan. And she could have like pre-recorded videos. She could have made it a whole thing and just made it out of videos rather than saying, I'll personally coach you. but she just didn't do it that way. Lamar84 says, I don't think they were married at the point that she was scamming in the fitness lane. When she was scamming in the fitness lane, but when she got in the Christian lane, they was definitely, no, I'm just kidding. He's her second husband, and there was a big mess with him still being married to his first wife when they met. They got a lot of drama. Danielle says, Super Church Mega Pastor Texas is suing her for fraud diet plan. So it's different. She changed to Jesus after the fitness. Jesus is going to save her. I don't know about that. Read the super chat. Okay. Super church. Oh, those are the pastors. Okay. I think that's what you're referring to. The super chat that the people that were named were pastors. Yeah, so I covered another church case where the lady was suing the pastor for fraud. I can't remember exactly what that fraud what the pastor's name was, but it was the one who had the robbery on the camera. And then it was found out that he scammed this lady out of her retirement fund. So yes, you have to report those things in order for any actions to be brought against you, unless you're going to sue them individually, right? Aloe says those names are all televangelists. They don't sell a tangible product to complain about, and the churches don't have to hand over financial records. Right. Like I said, so I said this earlier too. Grant Cardone and people that sell retreats and things like that, they make sure to put in their contracts like they can't guarantee you success. It depends on how much work you put into it. She's saying, I'm going to coach you. I'm going to give you an individualized plan. These are all things that you can actually track. Whether your business is going to be successful or not, and what's considered successful to you may be considered successful to someone else. But telling someone you're going to do something and you're not going to do it, it's a completely different story. So they're probably the pastors are more on the lane of the retreats that she is potentially doing right now. I think someone commented that she's doing religious retreats. Now it'll be harder to sue her. She went with Christian and she went with retreats, something that is not measurable. So she's probably, if she wants to continue to allegedly scam, then this is probably the route to go, is to do church and to do a retreat where you can't measure how successful it was or not. You just have to actually provide the retreat. So, okay, let's get back into the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot keep up with the chat. Y'all are killing it today. Let's see here. In addition to an initial assessment and continued refinement of macronutrients throughout the plan, as previously noted, an essential component of the goods and services offered by Defendant was the personal fitness coaching, the weekly interaction between the consumer and their coach, Ms. Davis, were to be an integral part of the individualized support necessary to fully customize the plan for each consumer. The coaching, be it weekly emails or daily text messages, were promised for the full 30 or 90-day durations of the purchase nutrition program. The thing about these text messages is that you can automate it. Where she probably messes up at is people probably respond to the automated messages and then she just doesn't respond to that. So yeah, she didn't set it up the best way. Let's see. However, Defendants repeatedly failed to provide this essential component. Many consumers complainants stated that they did not receive the individualized coaching they purchased as part of their fitness plan. One consumer who purchased a 90-day individualized macro and training plan received one email back from Ms. Davis after her initial check-in. No further coaching nor adjustments were offered or made. Another consumer who had purchased a 90-day individualized macro training plan stopped receiving any contact from Ms. Davis after the first 2 weeks. Still, other consumers complained that any responses they did receive, if even initially to a detailed check-in or specific question, were generic and non-substantive. Example, that's my girl, you're killing it, or you got it, babe. What if it was a guy? Those are the type of responses. So she probably did have like automated emails going back, and then they would respond with a question, and they're just like, yeah, you got it. It's like, how do I cook pizza? You go, girl. Like, those are not good responses. It's like but the thing is, you can create these AI systems that can respond to the things that you need. Like, you go on the websites and you be like, what do you need help with? Oh, I need help with this, Google. Oh, here is an article to fix this. Did that help you? No, click this. Like, there are so many ways to set this up, but she bit off way more than she could chew. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I can't say this. Metonymy 1979, but they were selling things, prayer water to cure cancer. One was selling Collide Silver to cure COVID. Yeah, I don't know enough about that, honestly, to give you like full commentary on it. I would have to look into it. If people are complaining to the state, then it could potentially be on the way, but I don't know much about it, honestly. Holoswinky says they are any of the I cannot say that word, congregations complaining and suing. That would be the question. You have to actually make a move in order for you to have a lawsuit go forward, whether you're suing them individually or the state is suing them on your behalf. Most people don't have the money to even sue them individually, so then they have to rely on the state. And when the state does it, they need enough people complaining about it, right, to do it. Consumers who purchased the personalized online nutrition and fitness plans were given access to a Team Brittany Dawn Facebook group, which served as a virtual community of consumers on the same fitness journey. It was through the Facebook group that consumers realized that Defendant had given them the same individualized, in quotation marks, nutrition and fitness plans. One consumer commented that I thought at first you had created this workout plan based on my needs and wants until I referred 2 clients to you and their plans were the same. Another noted that her plan did not take into consideration her workout schedule frequency nor consider her workout limitations. And as discussed above, since Defendant Davis was not providing individualized coaching in response to the daily or weekly check-ins, consumers were not receiving the promised adjustments to the workout plan to achieve their individual fitness goal. And that's another thing. Maybe they started off with very similar plans, and then as she realized it wasn't working for them, she adjusted it. But she just never did anything she promised according to this petition. In addition to the lack of coaching or individualized fitness plans, defendants did not customize each consumer's macronutrients at the beginning of the fitness plan. Although consumers answered personal survey questions at registration about their height, weight goals, and activity level on the promise of an individual assessment, defendants delivered generic macronutrients guidelines to consumers. One consumer found that she and another consumer of approximately the same height and had a suggested caloric intake differential of only 60 calories, even though one weighed 140 pounds more. So I think a lot of us know how basic weight loss works. You're going to have different fitness goals that you're going for. And if you're a little heavier, you might have to ease into it a little slower than someone who is a little lighter. They're saying here that someone that was 140 pounds more than them had the same caloric intake other than about 60 calories. That doesn't make sense. Her goal weight, I mean, I guess if her goal weight is the same, then I guess you can give them the same meal plan, but you probably shouldn't go that extreme that quickly. Let's see what we got going on here. Defendants also failed to provide the adjustments to macronutrients promised for the duration of the fitness plan. One consumer complained she has never provided a macronutrient adjustment, even though she was working out and her body was changing. Another was a beginner weighing 200 pounds who almost passed out from inadequate nutrition. Defendant Davis did not respond to her emails asking for assistance. Another consumer suffered extreme hunger and sent email after email seeking help from Ms. Davis, who finally responded a month later, scolding her for not letting her know how bad the hunger was earlier, even though each email explained her issue. Not you blaming the actual consumers. Let's see what the peeps are saying. Ari says the state of Missouri sued him to make him stop selling it. He took it off the website, but I guess they didn't ask for monetary damages. I think you guys are referring to the different pastors. Jane Soder says, hello, Bree and Bree Hive just jumped over. Been a busy evening. Mike's 100K Rob's members only. Oh, I did not know that Mike hit 100K. I will have to congratulate him. Let's see. Thank you for jumping on over to the stream, though. Allah says the whole thing is a mess. It's a mess. She could have had a good business. She really could have had a good business. She just didn't, take the steps to make it a great business. Hello Swanky says to Chris Mullen, I knew it. Okay, never mind. I would withdraw my request for rescue. I can't handle y'all's wildlife. You got it. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hello says Mike made 100K. Congrats to him. Yes, of course. Congrats to him. I'll have to send him a message. Deacon Fatal says there was a freaking old story about this one. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Hella Swanky says, that's what I don't get. She had to know people were going to find out, whether via Facebook group or another way. The fact that she had a Facebook group for the fitness plans and didn't think people were going to find out is ridiculous to me, right? Let's see. Danielle says, I'm passing out. Brittany Dawn, you go, girl. Basically, you got it, girl. That's what I'm talking about. It's basically how the conversation went. Allah says the mark of an ending grift is blaming the victims. Well, yeah. So she started blaming, saying, why didn't you tell me earlier that you were hungry? Because first of all, I can't contact you by phone. I'm sending you emails and you're not responding to my emails because you know what? You're probably taking my $300 and going on vacation and don't have time to look at these emails. My speculation. I'm making a whole story in my head. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. We're going to get into the disorders. Okay, misled consumers with eating disorders. That's what some of you were saying at the beginning of the stream, that she was dealing with people with eating disorders. So it doesn't seem like she only dealt with people with eating disorders, but that this is a big part of it because they have their own section. Let's see. Okay. Defendant Davis posted videos on YouTube explaining that she overcame her eating disorder through exercise and healthy eating. In the same social media post, she then offered links to her fitness and nutrition plan. Consumers inferred from defendant's videos and links to her website that she had special training to address eating disorders. One consumer noted that the main reason I chose her out of all the coaches out there was specifically that she advertised herself as an eating disorder soldier. What language? It was incredibly important to me that the person I chose to coach me had an idea of what it was like to deal with an eating disorder. Prior to reaching out to her for guidance, I had battled with anorexia and at my worst was below 80 pounds, which that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people, when they are hiring coaches, they want someone that they actually relate to. So it would not be too far out of the box that someone specifically hired her because they felt like she had, a relation, that she had knowledge about it and that she also experienced it. So she would probably be a little bit better at coaching you through it. Ms. Davis denies that she accepted consumers with eating disorders. Wow. However, consumers' documents tell a different story. At least 14 consumers who sought refunds from defendants mentioned eating disorder in their complaint. One consumer on her initial survey states, I truly need guidance, help, and the right information and support right now. I currently have an eating disorder, horrible body image views, and I am underweight for my height. Ms. Davis' response was, great. Danielle, here we go. She said all of this stuff, she needs help. She has an eating disorder, very serious stuff. And Ms. Davis responds with, great. Welcome to Team Brittany Dawn, hashtag Team Brittany Dawn family. Great that you have an eating disorder and horrible body image views. Not the best automatic responses. Defendants proceeded to provide cardio exercise and low-calorie macronutrient suggestions that will only be suitable for someone who needs to lose weight, not put it on. So she was basically only giving people weight loss. She was not helping people gain weight. Another consumer wrote that when I filled out your new client questionnaire, I clearly stated I was currently suffering from a restrictive eating disorder and looking to increase my calorie intake. The nutrition plan she received from defendants had a calorie intake significantly lower than what the consumer who needed to gain weight had reported. They charge shipping fees for a digital product. I feel like that is self-explanatory. Why are you charging shipping fees? All right. And then so now they're going to go into the different causes of actions that they are alleging here. They're basically doing false, misleading, and deceptive acts. Of course, saying that she was going to provide them with weekly check-ins, their own individualized meal plan, and then she did not do that. They just are basically going to repeat a lot of the facts that we covered already. Injury to the consumers. Defendants have, by means of these unlawful acts and practices, obtained money or property from consumers who are entitled to restitution, or in the alternative, have caused actual damages to the identifiable persons who are entitled to compensation. They are requesting a trial by jury. In their prayer of relief, these are the things that they're asking for. Plaintiffs pray that after due notice and hearing, the court enter a permanent injunction restraining and enjoining defendants' officers, and everyone that works for them. Let's see. They want to give them actual notice and stop them from engaging in the following practices: offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plans that includes personalized nutrition assessment as far as the plan, unless defendants will be providing personalized nutrition assessments based on information provided to the individual consumer, which is like not the best, because she can literally still do this same business as long as she actually provides them with their individualized plans, or she sells plans that she is not saying is individualized. Either way, I feel like she still wins, because she can still start back up a fitness business and maybe she'll be a Christian fitness influencer, but they're not asking her to specifically stop fitness influencing, which is wild to me, even though it seems like she already did, because now she's a Christian influencer. Offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plan that includes personalized nutrition reassessment or modifications as part of the plan, unless defendants will be providing that. Again, she can still start the same type of business and just actually provide those things. Offering or selling nutrition or fitness plans that include individual one-on-one coaching of any frequency. Again, as long as if she's providing the actual services, then she can do it. Offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plan that includes personalized workout routines as part of the plan, unless defendant will be actually supplying that. Offering or selling any nutrition and fitness plan that includes personalized modification or adjustment or any workout routines as part of the plan, unless she's actually providing that. Offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plan that includes daily or weekly check-ins with a coach as part of the plan, unless she's providing it. Representing that defendant Brittany Dawn Davis has any special knowledge, training, or to address eating disorders, when she does not. Charging a shipping fee for goods, to stop from charging shipping fee for goods that are delivered by email, which is ridiculous. Plaintiffs further request the court to award monetary damages and restitution of monies paid by consumers. Let's see, what are they asking for? Plaintiffs further request that defendants be ordered to pay to the state of Texas civil penalties up to $10,000 per violation for each and every violation of the DTPA as authorized under the statute. Civil penalties up to $250,000 when the act or practice that acquired or deprived money or other property from consumers were 65 years of age or older when the act or practice occurred. So basically scamming the elderly. Pre-judgment and post-judgment interest on all awards for restitution, damages, or civil penalties. Put some interest on that money. All costs of the court, cost of investigation, and cost of reasonable attorney's fees pursuant the codes. Plaintiff prays for a decree that all defendants' fine, penalties, and forfeitures are not dischargeable by bankruptcy. You cannot just file bankruptcy. You need to pay this $1 million. Plaintiff further prays that the court to order an equitable lien and conservative trust on all of the defendant's assets, personal property, real property, and grant the state an interest in said assets and property. Basically, she cannot sell anything until this case is over. Uh, Plaintiffs praise for any such relief that the court deems necessary and proper. And that is the end of the petition. So the allegations in the petition are wild. If she did these things, because remember, these are just allegations, they're not facts, although they sound like they are leaning more towards the facts, but we won't know until they actually go to trial. And like I said, she hasn't really complied with discovery. So I can anticipate that she's probably not going to tell the truth on the stand. So that will be interesting. I hope it is live streamed so I can watch it, but I don't even know if I have enough time to watch it, but I will still try. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the chat and see what the peeps are saying. And Word says, "All that's messed up." Yes, she's doing some horrible things. Connie Cat says, "I think she was trying to build an online ministry to go tax exempt eventually. That would not surprise me." Cynthia CM says, "What the hell? What an eating disorders? What an eating disorders? I think you meant what's an eating disorder soldier? Predatory behavior." Yes, she goes after, or a lot of scammers go after people with that are vulnerable, that need help. It's not okay. And Word says, "Yeah, for sure. She's preying on sick people." Danielle says, "OMG, disgusting," right? Deacon Fatal says, "Oh goodness, it just got worse as we continue to read," right? Mr. Howard says, "My mom is a Pilates instructor and tries to do individual work, but one of the places she works is a mass class," which is smart. Like, she could have literally did like a group coaching thing and kind of put people together with like the same goals. That probably would have been a better bet for her than trying to say, "Oh, everything's going to be individualized." Kind of like how we meet here on a weekly basis, and you can come or you don't come, but don't tell someone you're going to be able to get a personal meeting, because one-on-ones get very hard to do once you start getting a good amount of people. Mr. Howard says, "My mom," oh, I already read that one. Let's see. Aloe says, "I could just see the tax exemption for her religious stuff." Yeah. And Word says, "They're gonna trust her because she's one of them." Yeah, that's basically you kind of prey on people's weaknesses by saying you have a relation to it. Hello Swanky says, "Wait, that was a real quote? I thought Danielle was making a joke." Jesus. I mean, she was making a joke, but that was the kind of responses that she sent back. Like, "You go, girl, you're doing great, babe. You got an eating disorder. You're doing great, babe. Welcome to the team. We're gonna help you continue with that." Basically, is what she did. Provided her with a fitness plan where she's eating less probably than what she was eating before she came to her. Deacon Fatal says, "I just got a headache hearing this mess from her." It's a lot, right? Hello Swanky says, "Bro, why hasn't she just settled? Who is advising her?" Maybe she don't got her $1 million. I don't know. She might say, "Oh, it wasn't me, it was the LLC," but you're the one running the business. You're the one, the coach. You're piercing they're piercing that corporate veil. I don't care what she says. They're going to pierce the corporate veil. And any jury who's going to be like a jury of people's peers are going to be like, "That's messed up. Why would you scam people?" Especially people that are vulnerable, people that want to lose weight, people that have body image issues. That's why they're coming to you. Like, come on now. Deacon Fatal says, "And she wanted to jury with this." Yeah, she's going to a jury with this. Don't know how, but she is. Danielle says, "Does that mean if the state wins, any money recovered goes to the state, not the victims?" No, they will disperse some of the money to the victims. But what will go to the state would be the attorney's fees, any attorney's fees and costs that are awarded, and any like cost of the litigation that's awarded. And then basically the money goes through the state to be dispersed out to the victims. Hella Swanky says, "Wait, wasn't her excuse for not complying with discovery that she couldn't access her PayPal account?" Yes, that was one of her excuses, because she she got kicked off of PayPal. Wonder why. People always asking for refunds from you. And people always doing chargebacks. Hello Swanky says, "Absolutely predatory behavior." Shaking my head. Agreed. Aloe says, it's so wild. It is definitely wild. Aloe says, literally could have done this legitimately and made so much money, but she chose to grift. Exactly. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of influence, well, maybe not a lot, but some influencers, they think like it's get money quick. Get money quick. They don't want to actually do the work. And really, if she just did the work, she could have literally hired people out. She could have had a team of fitness coaches. Like she had the following for it, but some people prioritize profit over legitimate business. Deacon Fatal with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Again, says that subpoena is going to hit hard. No, I don't know how to spell it alone. We got we got there. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't think I think they only made motions to compel for her to get it. I don't think they actually subpoenaed it, but I can look through the documents. They probably shut me out right now. But I can log back on there and try to find it. It's on the 4th page, right? Cynthia CM says, I think her target customer were mostly women. Yes, that's why she was like, you go babe and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you can call a guy babe, but that's kind of weird if it's not your babe. But let's see. Yeah, she was like, you go girl. I don't think a man on a fitness goal would be like, oh yeah, she said you go girl, I got this. Like she definitely was geared towards women. Deacon Fatal, another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, I'm actually more concerned about the foster kids at this point because the mother and the father are a hot mess. Oh, there is so much more. Like some people have mentioned some stuff in the comments, but there's so much more that's going on. I've watched a couple of videos that other people have done because I don't have time to do all the research and I don't keep up with her. I really didn't even know she existed till about a year ago. But yeah, she has a lot of stuff going on. And the thing is, she's still influencing. Like she still has a YouTube channel with almost 500,000 subscribers. She's on TikTok. She's on Instagram. She's on, I don't know, she's still on Pinterest and stuff. But she knows how to work an algorithm. I will give her that. And she knows how to get a following. Hello Swanky says, does she come from class privilege? Anyone know? I do not know the answer to that. I would assume, I don't know. You can't assume nothing at this point. She knows how to work an algorithm, though. I will give her that. Deacon Vado says another word have learned to hate influencer. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I remember, what was that, like 2021, 2022? A lot of people were trying to say, oh, I'm not, well, I mean, that's what people say. I'm not an influencer. I'm a creator. I don't consider myself an influencer. I consider myself a creator because I am, just talking about legal stuff. So I create videos and, do my research and create videos about it. I would call her an influencer because she's probably selling the water bottle that she has, or look at me, I'm this beautiful woman. Why don't you come and buy my workout plan? Versus being like, hey, I am a professional nutritionist. Why don't you come and buy my workout plan? So I would consider her more of an I think there's a difference between influencers and creators. I wouldn't consider her a creator. I would consider her an influencer because she's vlogging, for one thing. You want people to see your lifestyle. I feel like that's more influence than creating. Ella is talking to Hello Swingy. Let's say Danielle says, OMG, I'm scared. There's more. Yeah. Deacon Fatal said it's poo. Yeah, at this point, yeah. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on, which tends to happen in situations like this. You think that like once you get in trouble one time, you would stop, but no. A lot of scammers don't. They just find something new to scam about. Deacon Fatal says, but you're a lawyer. But okay, but I would be a lawyer influencer if I was like, hey guys, follow my channel. Look how much money I make. You should go to law school too, because then you can make all this money too. And I'm like driving a Ferrari or something, like some of the actual lawyers on that are creators / influencers. And they're getting out of like Ferraris and they're pulling up to the court with their nicest suits on and things like that. That is more of an influencer. You might talk about law, you might be trying to get some clients, but you are also influencing people to maybe go into law because look at him. I can be cool. I can have a Lamborghini too if I'm a lawyer like that guy. I'm saying guy because most of them that I know that do that are guys. But yeah, I think you can be an influencer even as a professional as well. I'm just on here for fun. Deacon Feta says you practice what you do. Yes, that's true. Aloe says she sells everything down to the bottles she uses for the foster baby. Not you profiting off the foster baby. Oh, I did see that. She was selling like the mommy products and being sponsored. And I don't think it's bad to be sponsored, but I think you're more of an influencer when you're trying to convince someone to be like you, or you're saying, hey, look at my lifestyle. Isn't it so cool? Don't you want to do it too? I think that's more of an influencer. I don't know. I don't think that's part of our chat, but it is now. Connie Cat says she uses the foster babies in sponsored content. I think she does, but she doesn't show their face. I haven't seen it myself, the sponsored content, but what I've seen from other people's videos, hearsay, um, she does include them in the videos. And she also probably has an Amazon store, which in itself, having an Amazon store is not bad. But when you're trying to like convince, if you do this or if you buy this, then you'll be just like me. That's more influencer. Alo says she has Amazon affiliate codes. Yes. And then I don't think that in itself is bad. But when you're like, this is what I use to clear my skin every day, you should definitely use it too. Or this is the best bottle for your baby. If you're not giving your baby this bottle, you're a bad mom. Like that's you trying to influence something. Danielle says, I'm cracking up about her knowing how to work the algorithm and remembering when I first saw her video or whatever, she wore white drapery and pretended to be Jesus in her skin. Like I said, she knows how to work an algorithm. I have not seen that though. Cynthia says the lavish life. Yes, the lavish life. Promoting the lavish life. Aloe say I didn't even know that was a thing, but she did it. People know how to influence. Hello Swanky says reminds me of that couple that adopted that poor baby for clout, then returned him / rehomed him. Yes, they returned him. Like he was a puppy when the work wasn't worth the clout, which you shouldn't do that to puppies either. But they definitely returned him like a toy in a store and said he was too difficult. It's like, well, why did you do that? Like, why did you try? Was that a foster? I think that one was an adoption, though, wasn't it? I don't even think that one was a foster. I think they actually adopted him and then sent them back. And I think that happens more often than we really know. People will adopt kids and then say, hey, I'm not cut out for this. And then they return the baby, that's not okay. That's very traumatizing, even if they can't remember it at the time. Okay. I had the answer pulled up. The answer is very short. It's very, you deny everything anyways, but let's go ahead and look at her answer. Now, mind you, that petition was 12 pages long. They went in on her. They put out a lot of allegations against her. And this is her response. Says to the Honorable Court, Brittany Dawn Davis, I don't know why they give her social and her license number. Limited liability company. Defendant Brittany Dawn Davis and Brittany Dawn Fitness, LLC, denied generally every allegation contained in plaintiff's original petition and demand strict proof by preponderance of the credible evidence. Okay. Let's see. Preponderance of the evidence is not very strict, but okay. Wherefore, Brittany Dawn Davis and Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC defendants pray that the plaintiff take nothing from its suit and for such other relief that the court may deem just and to which the defendants have shown themselves entitled. They're basically saying give them no money and we want them to show us all this proof, but I'm not going to provide them with my financial documents. So I don't know how they're going to show the proof, but they need to show some proof. That's for sure. They're going to have to show it, but I'm not going to give it to them. They better figure it out. But the state could subpoena the PayPal records. I don't know I don't know if that was an option or if they tried to do that, but they could literally subpoena it themselves. Let me see. It closed me out. It is going crazy with the rain outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's see. Go ahead. Brittany Davis. Let me try to find the case again. They're not going to have the discovery in the case that is accessible by everybody, but it's literally ridiculous. Let me see. Let's see. Connie Cat says rehoming a disabled child, unbelievable. I don't think he was disabled. I think they just said he was difficult. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. JW Hinton says, from what I read, they used to let their dog run around in an unfenced yard and without a leash when they would go to run errands. She was also a vet tech for about 5 years. And that goes to what someone was saying earlier, is that they shot their dog dead because they let the dog run around, or they said they found him outside of the house. He had been hit by a car, and they had no other choice but to put him down themselves, not at a doctor, not at a vet, but shoot the dog. It's ridiculous. Aloe says there's an adoption law now about posting adopted children on socials. On socials, you have to wait a year to discourage people from adopting for a clout. I think that's a smart rule for sure. That's a smart rule. Hello Soiki says it does happen more often than we realize as far as people returning children for adoptions. But at the very least, those other couples aren't using the kid as a money-making marketing tool and violating their privacy to millions of strangers. That is true. When you're doing it for clout, is a lot worse than if you really just thought your mental health was there and it really just wasn't. I get you on that for sure. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button. Help us out in the algorithm. We got quite a few friends in here today, which is exciting. And it's a good case. So go ahead and hit the like button. Help us out in the algo. And hopefully we get to 50K subscribers by the end of the year. That's the goal. That is the goal. Let's see. I am looking for the case again to see if I can find. Yep, I found it. I can find it fast now. Let's see if they subpoenaed anything. Is there any subpoenas? Let me go ahead and show y'all so y'all can see too, so it doesn't just look like I'm looking off to the side. Okay, events with documents. There was an issue of request for a citation. Affidavit. Who's Calvin? What's his affidavit about? Let me not go through everything. Oh, that's an attorney. Boring. Okay. Let's see. Trial setting, schedule in the order, the motion. Defendant's response to petitioner's motion to compel. Notice of motion to compel. What did they want to compel? I probably should have looked this up. Maybe we can go through some of this on Saturday, because where was the motion to compel? I completely missed it. Oh, yep. I scrolled right past it. Let's see what their motion is. Plaintiff's motion to compel responses to plaintiff's first set of interrogatories and requests for production. Yeah, so doesn't look like they subpoenaed it. It looks like they personally asked her for certain things. They may not show us exactly what was asked for. I hope I'm not making y'all dizzy by scrolling, but maybe we'll look at this on Saturday to see what did they ask to compel. Okay, so they did a motion to compel. And so that is discovery, them personally asking for those things in interrogatories and the production of documents. Now, that's not a subpoena. You can request it, and then when they don't comply with it, you tell them like, okay, I need these things from you. And then if they don't comply with it, then you have to go to the court and do a motion to compel. If you do a subpoena and you fail to give those things, then you could be looking at sanctions, and that can include jail time, or it can also include civil penalties like money. But I am not seeing there's another motion to compel. Let's see. Another motion to compel. Oh, was that the same document? That might be the same document. Yep. So that was the same document. They just got it in a different order. The order, let's see what they said. They asked for a motion to compel, and they did partially grant it. I do remember looking at this. So the motion to compel the responses first set of interrogatories came to be heard on a notice of motion. The court hereby orders that they must serve the responses to the request by September 30th of 2022. And she did not do that. Let's see what else. They asked for a continuance. They had a proposed judgment for a continuance. They had a notice of deposition of Kevin Couch. I don't know who that is off the top of my head, but we'll go away. They denied the continuance. There's a motion for sanctions, probably because she did not comply with the order, which again, they can still get sanctions at the end at the trial too. This is a motion for discovery sanctions basically because she's not complying. So let's see. This is the summary of the motion. Let's go through the summary. As outlined below, defendants failed to respond to proper discovery requests and failed to comply with the court's September 8th, 2022 order compelling production of the following categories: documents identifying the consumers who purchased nutrition and fitness plans from defendant, as well as the payments made to defendant, hiding the clients and hiding the payments. Documents evidencing the personalized macronutrient recommendations provided to consumers and the process of how such personalized recommendations were determined, because it will prove that she does not even know how to do that. Like I said, she's asking for their lawsuit to be denied, but not providing them with any of evidence that they could get without going through her. They could have subpoenaed, well, I guess because she's the owner, that's why they did it through this way, but they could have subpoenaed her records, and maybe if she had someone over her finances, which it doesn't sound like, they could have subpoenaed it directly to there. Documents such as communication evidencing consumer check-ins and promised coaching. Defendants' partial responses are insufficient. Additionally, because defendants' unorganized and non-native document production, it took plaintiffs months to make sense of the production. So basically, they provided them with documents that were not in order, that probably didn't have titles on them, that probably didn't have names on them. So the plaintiffs are just fumbling through the stuff. Plaintiff completed its review of defendant's document production in January 2023 and brings this motion for sanctions to address the defendant's continued failure to respect the discovery process and gross deficiencies in production. The plaintiff's motion seeks sanctions for defendant's continued discovery abuse, and relief sought arises to the level necessary to promote fair adjudication. Basically, they're not going to be able to do the case without those documents. They need to be able to prove that she charged these people for this, and that she did not provide it. This is very long, so I'm not going to scroll through that. 94 pages. Is it all argument? Oh, no. What is this? I'm so nosy. Are these the documents that she delivered? No. Oh, this is the documents. Oh, this is part of discovery. Oh, okay. Let's see what they got in here. I'm live reacting. This is pure live reaction. Oh, they gave us the answers to the discovery. Oh, we might have to go through this. I'm gonna have to look over it before we do it, but we might go through this on Saturday. Y'all let me know in the chat if you guys would like to go through the discovery, look at what she provided. Do we think that it is sufficient for what the case, what they're actually asking for? Like for this, for instance, they asked her like her name, address, and all of the information. They went ahead and gave that information, which is smart. Brittany Dawn Nelson. Oh, that's her new last name. They just put in her address everywhere. All right. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea to go through what her actual responses were. Okay, I did not know that was in there, so I'm glad that I found that today. I'll try to save it and hopefully it doesn't skip the first page. They had a hearing, notice of opinion. There's a motion to strike, untimely expert designation, proposed order to strike, response to discovery sanctions. We can hear what her response is. Let's see here. Hers is only 4 pages. Yeah, we can check it out. She's going to say she complied with it to the best of her ability, but she's probably lying. But no, it doesn't look like they subpoenaed anything because we're already in March, and that was a couple of days ago. Basically, what happened though, as far as the discovery, which we can talk more about on Saturday, let's see. Response to motion for discovery. Where did it go? The court basically said that since she didn't provide all of the documents, she can only use what she provided to the not the prosecution, to the plaintiff side in her defense. She can't use anything that she didn't provide. And that's going to be hard because the lack of evidence, you can hope that the jury feels like the lack of evidence is in favor of the plaintiff, but also the lack of evidence could potentially benefit her. So it may not be the best option to say, okay, well, she didn't provide the discovery, so therefore she can't use anything additional in her responses during trial because she didn't provide it to you. It may not be that helpful to the plaintiffs. I don't really like that order, but I guess it is what it is. I can't really argue for them. They want more discovery. They got depositions still going on, but the trial was supposed to be okay. Let's see. There's a new document that wasn't here when I was here the other day. All right. So they requested. Okay. Let's see what it says. When is the trial going to be? Trial announcements must be made in accordance with the rules. When no announcement is made for different defendant will be presumed ready. If plaintiff fails to announce or appear at trial, the case will be dismissed for want of prosecution in accordance with the Texas rule. Completion of discovery, presentation of pretrial motions, and other matters relating to preparation for trial are, I'm not even showing it to y'all. For trial are governed by the Texas rule. Please forward a copy of this notice to the, trial. I missed the whole note. It just says trials set on the court's 2-week docket as followed. Jury trial, March 6, 2023 at 9 a.m. But this was given out. Oh, no, that was on May. Where did it go then? Last comment. Estimated 1 week continuance denied, have not mediated. And that was on the 6th. So I don't know. I think they continued it out, but they're saying they haven't gone to mediation yet. So maybe this won't go to trial. They give us all the information on here. But yeah, I think we'll go through some of the discovery on Saturday to see what's going on there. And then we have a super sticker coming from Black Lucky Cat. $3 super sticker of a little lemon dancing. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You guys can see it in the chat. I can't pull it up on screen, but you can see it in the chat. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I think we are going to go through discovery on Saturday. And with that being said, guys, if you haven't hit the like button already, go ahead and hit the like button. Help us out in the algorithm. And Hello Swanky reminding us again to become a member of the channel. We are having a members live stream where the members get to join on the live stream with me and we can chat about different things. We're probably going to chat about this case and we might find some other things to talk about. If you guys have any interest in something else, go ahead and drop it in the chat and I will try to get to it so that I can see if it's something that we can cover on Saturday. Let's see where we at here. Hello Swanky says, finesse the algorithm. Yes, guys, if you have not hit the like button, even if you don't like the live stream, but you're here, just hit the like button. It helps us out. Let other people come be nosy. Ari says the staffers adopted from China has special needs, but they rehomed him after he was diagnosed with autism. It's so sad. Oh, I didn't know that. That is sad. Deacon Fatal says, this is the one time I'm happy that I'm not a lawyer. Only one time? Deacon Fatal says they do need a subpoena though. Yeah, they didn't do any subpoena. I don't know. Maybe the Texas rules are different, but they probably should have did a subpoena of PayPal. Okay? Or maybe they didn't know where her processing company was, but now they do, so they could subpoena it. Deacon Fatal says, cause my spider senses are tingling. Ren says, hello, my name is Tapiaka. And I have, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. So everybody, Ren is letting us know she needs some prayers. So if you guys could send out some prayers to her. Danielle says, is she represented by an attorney? Yeah, she's represented by attorneys. She's for sure represented by attorneys. But she may really think that she didn't do anything wrong, or maybe her attorneys really think that she didn't do anything wrong. Black Lucky Cat says, oh, I'm late to the stream, so I'm going to be a part of replay crew, but I'm so stoked you are covering this. Well, thank you. I am happy that you're stoked. We went ahead and went through the petition. I think we're going to touch on the discovery on Saturday. So hopefully we will have quite a few things to chat about. Let's see. Hello Swanky says to Danielle, last I heard she was, which makes me think they are trying to get paid or she's not listening to the advice to settle. That is a very real thing, that people will not listen to their attorneys, or the attorneys will not listen to their client. Well, the clients ultimately have the say of whether they're going to settle or not. But maybe the state's not offering any settlement terms, but they should, which is why they said they need to mediate. It's just a note, though. I don't see like it on an actual order or when the next trial setting is going to be. Ren said, please pray for my uterus. I don't want to die. Well, I hope you get better soon. I hope if you are going to get surgery that it goes well for you. Connie Cat says, I wonder if she copy pasted a program from somewhere she doesn't want to reveal how. Low effort Brittany doesn't strike me as a clever con artist. Now, if she copied that, that's a whole different issue. And if that comes out, it's going to be a copyright claim as well against her whenever they find out who she copied it from. CJ the Boss says, hopefully she loses the lawsuit and loses her ability to continue grifting. Hey, these lawsuits have not been going well against celebrities and influencers, so she might want to settle. Danielle says, oh, ish, that's a surprise. Deacon Fatal says, sound good. Swanky and Deacon, let's see where we at in the chat. We got the super sticker from Black Lucky Cat. Thank you again. Deacon Fatal says, well, we won't know until the trial. That's true. Jury trial, very interesting. And I don't think people are going to be in favor of her doing this. I don't think so. Especially if they get like enough women jurors. Oh, yeah. Deacon Fatal says May 10th, 2022. That's when that letter came out, but it was noted from on Monday. So I'm like, did somebody upload the wrong document? I don't know. And it just says estimated 1 week, L2, level 2, I guess, estimated 1 week, M continuance denied, have not mediated, which I don't know what that means, but that's their notes. Danielle says, this seems like a mess, Bree, confusing. I don't know what her angle is in not providing them the information. I really don't. I think it's gonna... The lack of evidence can go one or two ways. Like I said, it can either be in favor of them or it could be against them, against the plaintiffs. To say, oh, well, you weren't able to prove it, so no, you don't have evidence. But she can't argue they don't have evidence when she's not providing them with the evidence. But at the same time, the plaintiffs probably should have subpoenaed it from the freaking PayPal now that they know who her payment processor was. But she could be lying about that too, so who knows? Cynthia says, thank you. Her case was worse than I imagined. Loved it. Love how you said that. The biographer says, at 75 likes. Oh, great. That's good. Thank you guys for getting me to 75 likes. If you haven't already liked the video, if you can just like the video, maybe we can get to 100 likes on the stream. Maybe we can. All right, Deacon Fatal says, we are in. We are praying for you. So hopefully everything goes well for you. All right, that is the end of the chat. I don't know if you guys mentioned, I didn't see anyone mentioning any cases that you would like to cover. Maybe I'll look into some of the pastors grifting and taking money and selling weird water and stuff, whatever. I'll look into some of that. But I think it will be a good coverage to look at some of the discovery that they have in this case, because, like, girl, what was that you supplied? It did not look like much of any info. And I don't think, discovery is a tricky thing. It's better just to subpoena business records if you know who the business is, because there are tricks to get around disclosing things. There are tricks to getting around disclosing things. You get to object to stuff, and we'll look at it. We'll probably see quite a bit of objections. I'll try to go through it before the stream so that we can pick ones that are interesting to us, to kind of talk about, and we can have a discussion, like if we think the response is a good response or if it's just kind of like avoiding the situation or avoiding the answer, or if it looks like she's hiding something. Black Lucky Cat says there are some great YouTube creators wanting to cover this B Dawn case. Oh, BD. Someone said it earlier. I was like, I don't know what that means, but I guess Brittany Dawn, Brittany Davis, Brittany Dawn case when it goes to trial. So I'll be sure to comment that you're someone to look to for legal analysis. Well, thank you so much. I hope we can get some more friends from this case. I think it's a good case. Well, not a good case for her, but I think it's a good case in that it's hopefully going to stop some of the influencers from some of their scams. It's not just her. It's quite a lot of influencers that have been going for the quick buck that we don't really want in our internet streets, tricking people, right? Ari says yes to the grifting pastors. Deacon Fatal says Bishop, what's his name, was charged with something else. And then let's see, Deacon Fatal says, for now, I'm going to sleep, and exclamation point. Well, good night. Hi, MN Mama says, hey, Bree, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Black Lucky Cat says, CC Suarez, Isabella Lanter. I watched one of her videos, say, Cruel World, Happy Mind. I watched her video. That's who I watched this weekend. Let's see. B. Haney, Funny Fridays, and some of my favorite creators with Brittany Dawn Deep Dives. Yeah, so I've already watched 2 of those ones, but I'll check out some of the other ones too to get a little bit more information. Jennifer Schufert says, thank you for the information, Bree. No problem. Thank you for joining the live stream. Ari says, also, Bree, check out subreddit Brittany Dawn's Narc. I think I have that link. I have some Reddit link to me, but thank you for that. I'll check those out. TBC3 says, I got pulled over while getting, oh, yep. Nope. I don't know about that. I don't do criminal defense. I don't know who to see. Maybe Natalie can help you. I don't know. Don't do criminal defense. Ashley Birthday for Happiness says, hi, Bree. I sent you a like. Well, thank you so much for liking the video. I definitely appreciate it. Haven't seen you here in a while, so I'm happy that you were able to join in on the live stream. All right, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Help us out. Let's get some friends. I will see you all on Saturday. I will post a link in the members tab. So if you want to join on the live stream, not if you want to join, you guys are going to join on the live stream on Saturday, full face, in the camera, in the microphone, talking, giving your opinions live. I would love to see you guys there. The link will be in the members community tab. If there are cases that you guys want to cover, go ahead and drop it in the vote, under the vote comment in the members tab, to let me know if there's a case that I should look into. I hope you guys all have a good night and a good